Hey dudes, CI here. So, I got a top 5 list for you. It's a little weird, but that's the best kind of top 5 list. The list is top 5 really big countries that you could totally walk across. What am I talking about here? Well, I'm not talking about little tiny countries like Luxembourg, San Marino, the Maldives, Gambia. They're all very small. That's not what I'm talking about. I want big countries that, for strange reasons, you could walk across. Now, there's a couple sort of honorable mentions. Like, look at Russia, biggest country in the world. But over here, it sort of peters out, and there's like a little spot where you could walk across it. But I don't know. That feels like cheating. It's way down at the end. It's just like a little bitty thing that you peters. I'm not buying it. Same thing for China. China actually has a little spot right here, but I don't know. Still feels like cheating. So what we're going to talk about, like big countries that somewhere in the real heart of it, you can walk across it. Let's start with Austria. That's right in the heart of Europe. It's got this spot here where it gets really narrow. You could totally walk across it. It is 27 miles. It would take me the whole day. I'd be tired at the end of it, but I could totally do it. Next up, let's go to Africa. The nation of Namibia. Huge nation, but look right here. What is this ridiculous thing? This is just absurd. But they designed it that way. They made the country with that little weird spot where right across it, 20 miles. You could totally walk across Namibia. Next up, and also maybe even more weird spot, India. India is huge, but when they designed it, they put this absurd part over here, and it's connected by this tiny little section, and it's 14 miles across. You could walk across India. Afghanistan, huge nation, but it's got this weird little section here where it goes into this other spot, and it's 9 miles across. Now, granted, it's 9 miles of very high mountains. You might not be able to do this, but 9 miles in theory, if you were a crow and you flew, it's 9 miles as the crow flies. And finally, the number one very large country that you could totally walk across, Thailand. Thailand's huge. Look at it up here. But then it goes down this peninsula, and it widens out at the end, but this little tiny section here, look at it. 7 miles. You could do that in like an hour and a half. You could stop along the way and get something to eat. Thailand. 7 miles across, despite being a really big country. Now, I bet there are some other oddities that you could tell me about. Hit me up down in the comments. What big countries that you could totally walk across did I miss? I look forward to hearing about it, and I'll see you next week.